Costco hikes membership fee for the first time since 2017. Citi Costco Visa card holders lost extended warranty protection back in 2023. That same card also has higher rewards for gas than ever before, and it has an all-new design. So we have a lot to talk about. In fact, let's begin with the design. Here's some up-close footage of both cards side by side with the older design here first. It's got that deeper gray color with a silver metallic shine. The new design is now all black for the background with a dark gray net or webbing effect that we saw earlier as well. Other than that, the cards are pretty much identical. We see the valid through date and your name, plus the Visa signature designation in those three red boxes there on the front. Plus the Citi logo now actually has Citi with the white band versus the red band. Flipping over to the back side, again, a lot more of the same, although the newer design here has a slightly darker gray, less, I guess, text through the top half of it. We still have that holographic dove logo as well that does shine. The contactless logo has gotten smaller, and the Costco wholesale logo has shifted from the bottom right to the top left above the photo. Anyway, given all the crazy changes that we've seen to the Costco program itself with its new fee plus the changes to the card since the last time I reviewed this card years back, it's now time to do a fresh review, a deep dive into the Costco Anywhere Visa. That way you'll be able to understand the rewards, benefits, protections, and more so you can determine better if this card is right for your wallet or not. Let's begin with the welcome offer. I'm sorry to disappoint you all, but there is none, and there rarely is ever a welcome offer on this card. It's more about just, getting more rewards long-term for your purchases. So while there is nothing there, I do want to mention that the card itself has no annual fee, but you do have to pay an annual fee for your Costco membership. We've got two different levels to choose from. The entry-level Gold Star membership is now $65 per year. It used to be $60, so that is hiked up, and then of course plus applicable sales tax if charged in your area. Then the more premium membership is the executive tier at $130 per year. That used to be $120, so also an increase, plus applicable sales tax here. We won't be doing a comparison of the membership tiers here because this video is focused on the credit card, but just so you're aware, on the Costco website you can see a side-by-side comparison of the two memberships, all the different benefits that are the same and the ones that are different. I'll put a link down below in the description for you to check that out. Now onto the reward structure, where we see a big change from how it used to be. Now the card earns 5% back on Costco Gas. That used to be included in just the 4% tier, which still exists. You also get 4% on other gas stations outside of the Costco network, and that also includes EV charging stations. It did not always used to. I don't know when exactly the EV component was added, but it's nice to have that as an option for you as well. The little asterisk that you see at the end there refers to the fact that you can earn at the 5% and 4% rates on up to $7,000 of total gas spend throughout your year, and then it goes 1% beyond that until it refreshes the following year. Unfortunately, nowhere on this Citi website or their terms was I able to determine if a year meant calendar year or card member year. So let me call real quick and find out.
Hello, thank you for calling Citi. My name is Alexis. May I have your name as it appears on your card?
Hi Alexis, this is Jeffrey Reese.
Thank you, Mr. Reese. How can I help you today?
So I saw on the website that the card now earns 5% back on Costco Gas and 4% back on other gas, up to a cap of $7,000 per year. Just wanted to understand if that cap was per calendar year, so January through December, or if that is on card member year.
Okay, thank you for your patience. It would be a calendar year from like January to December.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. That's all I needed to know for today. Thank you so much for your clarification. And there you have it. It's a $7,000 cap per calendar year. Beyond the gas categories, we also have 3% back on restaurants, 3% back on travel, including Costco travel, then 2% back at Costco itself for their general merchandise. That includes both in their warehouses and online at Costco.com. Finally, 1% back on other purchases. So for a lot of people, this could actually be a great everyday kind of card. And just in case you're wondering what eligible travel includes, you'll earn that 3% back on airfare, hotels, car rentals, travel agencies, cruise lines, and Costco travel, and this is valid worldwide. Now, when it comes to redeeming your cashback, this cashback card is unlike so many others on the market. Here's why. You'll receive your cash back as a Costco Rewards certificate once per year after your February statement closes. And how you receive your statement affects how you receive your certificate. If you're enrolled in paperless statements, then your certificate will be issued via email. If you're not enrolled in paperless statements, then your certificate will be issued on the last page of your February statement. And the certificate will expire on December 31st of the same year it was issued. And it truly does expire. It will not roll over after that year. So you have less than 1 year to really use it. Since I'm enrolled in paperless statements, I get the email, and here's what it looks like when you get it. The subject line there at the top is "Your Costco reward certificate is enclosed." Then some text about how you can redeem it very easily. Also a reminder about that expiration date of December 31st. On the certificate itself that you see there on the screen, I just simply covered over the barcode and the certificate number there. So those will actually be scannable in store if you were to print that out and bring it with you. But I'm sure there are many of you out there who don't want to bother with printing paper and carrying that around with you. So if you don't want to use it as a printout like that, you can also get it directly from your online Citi account too. When you log into your Citi account, just select your Costco Anywhere Visa card and go to the rewards section that you see there boxed in red. It shows you your current total for the existing or current year, and then there's a button that says View Details. Click on that, it'll bring you to this page. Scroll down just a little bit, and you'll see an option for Access Certificate, assuming one has already been issued. You'll then be able to select how you want to receive it, so email, print, or a letter in the mail. And finally, should you want to access your certificate via the mobile app, for me that's the easiest way to do it. There are the least amount of steps, and it's also very convenient because we all have our phones in our pockets or purses these days. Just make a mental note though that this is done through the Citi app, not the Costco app. So opening the Citi app, you'll select your Costco Anywhere card. Just scrolling down a little bit here, you will see a button that says Access Certificate under your reward total. Tap on that, and immediately you will see your certificate in digital format with the 2D barcode and the number directly below that. Just show it to the checkout clerk right there. They can scan it and take care of you right there at the checkout process in their warehouse. Let me jump in here real quick and mention that a lot of you may want to use this card with other cashback cards to cover categories that this one doesn't. For example, pairing it with the Capital One Saver card, for instance, would give you access to a bunch of other categories like entertainment, grocery stores, and more. So for all you maximizers out there who may use multiple cashback cards or even some of the travel ones as well, check out today's sponsor called Matt's Rewards to better help you manage your credit card setup. Matt's Rewards is your go-to app for all things credit cards in one place. Up at the top here, I can see balances both in dollars and in rewards, notifications that are important, bills that are due, plus the amounts and the due dates, also my credit scores per the banks, and even my individual cards here one by one with their balances, rewards, and utilization. You can even get a nice scrollable list of all the transactions across multiple cards to see where you've been spending your money, and even identify which card is going to be the best one to use for different categories, or even based on the stores that are around you. And perhaps the biggest time saver of all, the ability to automatically activate all your Amex offers, Chase offers, and more to double up on your rewards. As a matter of fact, my Amex Gold card already had 134 offers activated thanks to Matt's Rewards. So if you want to give Matt's Rewards a try, use the link down below in the description. There's a totally free version as well as the paid gold tier for even more features. And by using that link below or adding the code MARKR, you can actually get a 1-week free gold trial plus a 1-month discount. Now back to the Costco Anywhere Visa. Speaking of being in the warehouse, there are some more things that you should know that make this whole experience unlike almost every other cashback card on the market. Here's what you can redeem for and how you go about doing so. You can redeem for merchandise or cashback inside any US Costco warehouse, including Puerto Rico. Merchandise, of course, meaning for your checkout total of that day, the certificate will be redeemed against that total to lower your bill for that session. And cashback, of course, meaning they will give you physical cash. Although it's good to be aware that you may be able to get this fulfilled in an alternative form, like a check or an electronic transfer at the Costco warehouse's discretion. Now, if you have over $10,000 of cash to be redeemed, they may choose one of those options kind of by default. But if you have anything less than $10,000 of cash back to cash out, then you got to ask for some other method. Also good to keep in mind that these certificates cannot be redeemed online at Costco.com for Costco travel or on the Costco mobile app, and they cannot be used as payment on your Costco Anywhere Visa card account. In other words, they can't be used to pay your Costco credit card bill. And finally, this has got to be done in a single transaction. So what I mean by that is that should you choose to redeem only a portion of the certificate for merchandise, or let's say you had $70 of cash back and your total for Costco for the day was 65 and you have 5 left over, then you will receive the remaining balance of your certificate in cash at the Costco warehouse register upon checkout. So there are a lot of restrictions that kind of put you in this little redemption box of what you can versus what you can't do. But fortunately, once you're there on site at the warehouse, it is simple. Let's talk about the main benefits. Unfortunately, there aren't too many of them, but this card has no annual fee, so you can't really be, that picky about it. There is basically card convenience, as they call it, because it will double as your membership card, although I find the digital membership card in your app to be quite nice too. You can also view your FICO credit score online at any time without impacting your score. You get access to Citi Entertainment, which is basically special access to purchase tickets to thousands of events, including pre-sale tickets, and exclusive experiences for the year's most anticipated concerts, sporting events, dining experiences, and more. Then there at the bottom, we have no foreign transaction fees, which is great if you're traveling abroad outside of the US, and it's also a Visa credit card, so worldwide acceptance should be very high. Now, as we move into the insurance and protections, I will say historically we've had a 2-year extended warranty coverage on this card, but as you saw in the intro to this video, in 2023, that's no longer the case. That benefit is gone. So if you're making a large purchase or you simply value having your purchase of whatever amount covered, then consider using another Visa card inside of Costco's warehouses that has a good sort of extended warranty coverage that comes with it. A lot of the premium cards with higher annual fees may have that. It's not all bad news though. The card does still have a few basic coverages. We've got worldwide car rental insurance, roadside assistance dispatch service, travel and emergency assistance, worldwide travel accident insurance, and damage and theft purchase protection. When it comes to insurance coverages, there's a ton of fine print. I can only put some of the basics there on the screen. So terms of course apply if you decide to get this card and you receive the Guide to Benefits booklet in the mail. That booklet has way too many pages and super tiny font. Look over that if you want all the details for these coverages. And that brings us to the big question of the day. Is the Citi Costco Anywhere Visa worth it? Well, it probably is if you shop at Costco frequently, spend a lot on gas, dining, and travel, prefer cashback over travel rewards that are really straightforward and easy to use, and if you're okay with redeeming only one time per year inside a Costco warehouse. It's a pretty antiquated process, but hey, if you're already in a warehouse anyway, then you may not care. On the flip side though, this card may not be worth it for you if you don't shop at Costco because you may not even have one near you, if you don't spend a lot on gas, dining, and travel, if you prefer travel rewards over cash back, if you don't want to wait a full year to be able to redeem that cash back, and of course, if you don't want the inconvenience of driving to a warehouse in order to redeem. So it all comes down to weighing the pros, of which there are many, versus the few cons. It's a matter of convenience for the most part at the end of the day, and I will say that the overall 5-4-3-2-1 reward structure, being heavily weighted toward rewarding gas station purchases, is very, very strong. That's a wrap for our Costco Anywhere Visa review. Before you go though, check out the links down below in the description to earn even more cash back whenever you shop online through Rakuten, to sign up for Max Rewards and better manage multiple cards, rewards, benefits, and more all in one place, and to view my site with some great credit card offers that you can now filter down by reward category, benefit, and more to better find the cards that interest you the most. Thank you all for watching. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.